Called my homeboy. They're like, hey, I'm finna go to the hospital. I think I'm having a heart attack. I think I'm having a heart attack. Welcome back. This is Tristan with My Last Fat Homecoming. And today I'm going to talk about why I started my weight loss journey. Now just sit back, enjoy the intro, and when we come back, I'm going to tell you my story. Okay, welcome back. I have been a big person all my life. Now, even when I was a small kid, I was chubby. Not super chubby, but I was bigger and taller than other kids. So, of course I got teased and stuff, but, I really didn't take it no mind because I grew up in the 90s and, that's what we normally do. We joan and stuff like that. So I did that with my friends. We talked about it. But I was big, but I wasn't what you would say like morbidly obese back then. Now the scale would say that, well, the chart would say that, but in all actuality, I played basketball. I played football. I played anything outside. So I practically was in shape. Anytime, believe it or not, anytime it was a basketball goal, I had a basketball goal in my, I constantly played tournament. I was a bigger child. And even then I wasn't eating like that. I just was a bigger child. Cause my dad, he was a muscular dude. So everybody used to call me Little Kurt because his name is Curtis. And be like, you getting built like your daddy. So as high school, when I started puberty, I actually lost weight because I got taller. And I got more, more muscular, and then I was playing football, so I was hitting the weights a little bit, and I'll admit I was feeling myself because I was like playing football. My bigness was a big thing on that football field. So I didn't see it as an issue. And plus then, even though I knew I was bigger, I felt in my mind that I had no issues with finding clothes, but at this time, finding clothes, getting women, looking good, having confidence. So that, during my high school years and junior high, my confidence really wasn't that bad. Yes, I wanted to be smaller, but at the same time, I played football and I did work out. It wasn't like I was just eating and eating. I was working out. I was getting things done, even when football season wasn't there, I was still going to the gym, working out and everything. So I go to college. And I didn't play football. I went there with an academic scholarship. So me and my friends, I was eating, and I had friends that worked out, so I was going to the gym every once in a while, but not like I was when I played football. But over the years, I got bigger, but I still could wear my clothes, so a little bit tight, but hey, I go run a little bit, lose a little weight, no problem. I was doing that cycle. Now, my weight gain started like my senior year of college and after college. And even in college, I'm not gonna lie, I had some insecurity, especially like going to parties and I'm seeing how girls were looking at other dudes that was built, and me, I was the bigger guy. So yes, I think that's when my self-conscious of myself started to unravel a little bit. And also I had dated some women then that had me, we dated, they left for other guys, and it kind of felt me like, damn, maybe my size, me being a big guy, is the reason why they left. So that ended up causing me, started my depression. And when that started, I just started eating out of comfort. Like anytime I felt bad about something, I go eat. Anytime I need to think and process something, hey, I can eat and process this while I eat this double Whopper, you know what I'm saying? And then alcohol came into play. Drinking beer, tons of beer, tons of, my fraternity had a certain drink. I was making that drink every weekend. Even sometime during the week, I was making that drinking. Because the food and the alcohol actually made me numb. So the stuff that I was feeling, I didn't care. The reason why is, as long as I'm eating, I'm getting dopamine. When I'm drunk, I'm getting dopamine. So I'm feeling good, I'm feeling numb. And guess what? Them pounds hit. Hey, I go up to 400. I be like, okay, Tristan, 400, yeah, it's a lot. But you know what? Bro, you got this. You always can be able to go, work out a little bit, lose the weight, whatnot. Guess what? Didn't work. You want me to tell you why? Mine wasn't right. I still was finding other ways to make myself numb. Now, I'm already using food. I'm already using alcohol. Now I'm using sex. Now I'm just sitting here like, just really feeling bad about myself because I felt like no woman, matter of fact, not just no woman, but nobody would like me. Not like just romantically, but just like me in general because I was a big guy. I always felt like with my friends, and this wasn't the truth, but this is how I felt like with certain of my friends. I felt like I was the butt of the joke because I was big, not knowing that it was just my own self-confidence. Because believe it or not, the friends that I thought was making me the butt of the joke, them the ones who got on my butt the most and was proud of me the most when I lost the weight. But it was just my own self-confidence. And I think sometimes when you get to a certain size, your self-confidence actually is a major factor on why a lot of people is not successful with weight loss. And I know I wasn't, because I have tried probably over 20 times, maybe more, to lose weight. Cutting back, going to gyms, trying this diet, trying this exercise, trying this, trying that, you know. But none of it didn't work because the foundation that I needed for it to work right here mentally and having the heart to do it wasn't there, because I still was stuck on hey, this person didn't like me because I was big. I can't do this because I'm big. The world would be a better place for me if I wasn't big. I never felt like, damn, Tristan, even though you big, what do you have to offer? What makes you special? I never saw the good in me. Back then, a person could be like, Tristan, a lady could be like, Tristan, you are handsome. I'd be like, shorty, you only saying that because you like me. You like my personality, so of course you're gonna be like, I rationalize it. Like I'm one of them people, I'm gonna tell you, I'm an overthinker. And I'm one of them that's like, when I can think positive about everybody else, I can speak life in everybody else. But guess what? I couldn't speak life in myself. Couldn't. You want me to tell you why? Because I was fat. I know it sounds funny, doesn't it? But that's the reason. Well, not the reason, but that is how I felt. I was fat. So why should I speak life for myself? Because every time I try to do something, I always equate it to failed relationship. I'm big. When I try to lose weight, I'm big. Because most people don't understand, when you go to the gym and you're a big person, it hurts. So people be like, oh, that's a good hurt. You're working out your muscle. No, it hurts because you already have that excess weight. And let's be honest, some of the machines are not made for like people who are over 500 pounds. They're not. Not knocking the gym, but I'm just being honest, they're not. So you trying to do exercises, and like most of my friends, they like big dude, big muscular dudes or skinny muscular dudes, So going to work out with them, and they were there to help me, I felt discouraged because I'm like, damn, they doing 25 sets or such and such, and my ass only can do 10. So, and then, my pride started getting into it. So I like, babe, forget it. So I'll work out and try to do that for I probably do it for 2 weeks and then slowly start ghosting it. And back to the drinking, back to the food, back to the sex, because now my depression is full on. I'm getting bigger, and I'm getting further in depression. And that cycle is not a healthy cycle. My mind, I admit, I was fucking toxic. And the toxicity came from, not just from relations, it became of how I viewed myself. And sometimes when you view yourself like that, it's hard. So that was going on for years, in and out relationships. And I admit, probably some of those relationships, probably most of them, ended not because of her or the lady that I was talking to. It's probably because of me, because of my insecurity, because I felt in my mind that they were going to leave anyway. They're going to find some other little skinny dude, not skinny, but a dude smaller than me, and they're gone. So I always felt like, shoot, I might as well go and just let them go, so I can go and get prepared to pick up the pieces myself, because that's how I felt, that I always pick up the pieces of myself. So let me just go on, get this over with, so I can throw them deuces and get back to what makes me numb. And what happened was, one of my friends, now before I go to what helped me really started, my mother, my father, rest in peace my father, my aunts, my two cousins who are like my brother and sister, they always supported me when I for weight loss. Anytime I tried something, they always were my biggest fan. Always. They knew my weight was an issue. They knew it. Like, anybody who be around me, even when I'm depressed, I got a personality that is I'm a people person. I got a good sense of humor, so I'm able to talk, joke, and everything. So a lot of times, people would equate me laughing and being cool that everything is alright. Tristan, he's a cool big guy, he cool. But my family and my friends, especially my friends, they can see it in my eyes. They're like, yeah, he laughing, but he ain't happy. I wasn't. They're just being honest. I wasn't happy. Like, I'm just gonna be honest. Like, I know YouTube don't like the word, but I wanted to S-side myself a lot. They're just being honest. Like, this might be a shock to a lot of people who probably seen this video who know me and probably wouldn't think that, but yeah, I can think of 4 times where I actually really tried. Now, I mean, I'm glad I failed, but yeah, I actually was like, I'm done. Because like, I just felt like there's nowhere else to go. How far up can you go from there? There's nowhere else you can go. You just be it. So my mother, my aunts, my 2 cousins, they always support. They had my back. So my friend John, call him Poobie. I remember this one day. He always been trying to get me to lose, but ever since we was in college, he always been supportive. So this is like a 20-some year friendship. So he's a brother. He's my brother. So it's like, you know, like, hey, he can talk to me like my family. He can say some stuff to me that I won't allow anybody else to say. And he's my barber. So at the time I had dreads. And at this time I probably was I was at my highest, because this is when I started. So I was like 5'36" or so. And I was over his house, he was cutting my hair, well, lining me up because I had dreads. And he was like, man, I got this dude that I cut his hair. And, you know, I've been noticing every time I cut his hair, he getting smaller and smaller. So I asked him on your behalf, you know, what is he doing to lose weight? And dude told him about the program or whatnot. So my homeboy telling me why he cutting my hair. Now I'm gonna be honest, I wouldn't listen to this shit, not at all, because my mind don't want to hear about that. You gonna tell me about some program that I can drink some shakes and I lose weight? Like, it ain't gonna work. So, and we start talking about it, and he got heated. Now, give you a preference. He's a Leo, I'm a Aquarius. We are both big signs. We bump heads. good stuff. But like, we are the sign that like we are headstrong, like bull, like nah. That's how our personality is. So we both go at it. And he was like, you know what, bro, just leave. Like, he like, man, I'm done with your hair, just leave. I like, nah, bro, this is some mess up. Like, we going at it. So I love. Me and him didn't talk. Me and John, we talk every other day. We didn't talk for almost a week. I'm hurt. I'm peed off. Like, I remember when I left his place. I'm driving back home, pissed, super pissed. After a week or so, well, actually, the next, I say like 3 days later, our mutual friend Tony, which is my line brother, he was like, yeah, I heard about the argument with you and Poobie. He like, I talked to Poobie, I'm gonna talk to you. I like, man, fuck that. You know, that just me. I'm all up in finna get into. He like, man. He was like, let's be honest, Tristan. What he said wasn't wrong. How you felt wasn't wrong. He was like, y'all know y'all both are hard headed. I'm like, man, forget that. No, he was like, man, bro, for real. Poobie care about you, bro. He don't want to see you die. That hit home, so I was like, okay. So I hit up Poobie that day and got the number. He had the number, so I got the number to the program that I'm in. But hold up, even though I got the number, guess what? I didn't use it. Fast forward, I say probably a month later. I was working from home. My job, I'm not allowed to work from home, so I'm just working. It's a Friday. I had put in to get off on Friday. So normally, when I had this position, my lunch was at 1:30. So what I used to do was, on Fridays when I want to get off early, I used to get off, set my time to get off at my lunch. So technically, I only had to use like 3 hours of PTO. You know, save my PTO up. So I got off early. So the day before, I had got my liquor. You know, well, my liquor was my I know y'all gonna say this is a lot, but I probably had like 4 or 5 40 ounces. Bud Light 40 ounces. The reason why, I used to game. I still do occasionally. I don't game as much. Even in the last couple of years, I don't game as much. But to me, it was more practical, instead of always trying to get cans, is to have a 40 ounce. So I had my 40 ounce. I probably had like 4 or 5 of them in my fridge. Had probably like 3 or 4 the 22 ounce cans of Bud Light. Had my Cavassier. Had that already in the freezer on deck. Like, and so it's the store up here, the little grocery store, and they sell, like, you know, of course grocery food, but they also have a deli. So I went to the deli and got a 4-piece chicken tender meal, double scoops of mashed potatoes, you know, got that, came home. I'm gonna eat this, chill out, take a shower since I'm off, then I'm gonna get up, play the game or whatnot, be on to see what girls I can get to come over, or I can go over their house. You know, I'm in one of them mode. Ate that, chilled out, ate the food, drunk a beer with it, chilling out, watching TV a little bit, probably watching Maury. I don't know what I was watching. And then my chest started hurting. I'm like, oh man, it's just gas, bro. You had gas before. So I burped or whatnot. Took some little gas sex just in case. Guess what? Nothing happened. Nothing. Chest hurt. Then I'm gonna do the dumb stuff. I'm like, you know what, Tristan? It's probably still gas. Bro, you overthinking. You know you an overthinker. Let's just take a nap. Took a nap. Woke up probably like an hour and a half later. Chest really hurt. It's hurting. So guess what? I made another smart choice, or decision. I went on WebMD. I know. I don't care if you have a cramp in your ankle. Matter of fact, a cramp in your pinky toe. Do not go to WebMD. The reason why I like WebMD. But the thing about it is, how your mind and body works is, if I be like, hey, what is the sign of a heart attack in WebMD? And they'd be like, okay, this is such and such and such. Since you are already nervous, guess what's gonna happen? Yeah, every damn symptom, sign, condition of a heart attack is like it manifests in my body because I saw it in my mind. I'm already nervous, so you're gonna feel heat. All of a sudden I start sweating. Well, you're gonna feel like your chest's gonna hurt from your left to your right. You know, any condition. That way I would get out like, okay, all right, Tristan, now this serious. You feel like you have a heart attack. So believe it or not, I actually went up, got a shower and everything. Because in my mind, my mom always taught me, when you go to the hospital, so make sure you get on clean drawers. I'm like, okay, let me just take a shower and make sure everything is okay, just in case. Call my mom, call my homeboy. They're like, hey, I'm gonna go to the hospital. I think I'm having a heart attack. I ain't for sure. I told my mom them, hey, yeah, I'll just stay there. My friends coming because they closer by. Cause my mom and my aunts is like 3 hours away. I was like, they gonna have the information if something go down. So I'll go to the ER. Tell them like, hey, I have a chest pain. So they shoot me to the back quick. Boom. I forgot his name. It was a nurse there. Some want me to say Adam. I don't know. I don't know if your name Adam, but if it is, or if it isn't, thank you, bro. You helped me out. So he was like, sir, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do an EKG. He was like, I need you to take off your shirt and everything. So they doing the EKG. It was him putting on him and this other two nurses. They putting the pads and stuff on. They doing the EKG, and I'm just sitting there. I'm praying. I'm praying in my head. I'm like, oh my God, haven't got married, haven't had children. Like, oh my God, I'm gonna go. Like, now mind you, I was thinking this, but at this time, I already tried to S-side myself a couple times. So that let me know I probably wasn't successful because I really wasn't that serious. But that's neither here or there. But so they did the EKG. They were like, hey, they were like, okay, sir, how does the pain feel? You're like, is it dull? Is it sharp? I'm like, it's sharp pain every time I move. Every time I move this, you know, I'm talking like this. Every time I move, I feel like it's a sharp pain. He was like, okay, sir, your EKG came okay. I'm like, no. My chest is hurting. Something is wrong, you know. He was like, okay, sir, what we're gonna do it again. So they did it again, normal. They were like, okay, since that's normal, what we're gonna do is we're gonna do an x-ray of your heart. So they got me up. Now I'm just nervous. I'm like, how in the world, what is going on? Cause like me, I was so messed up in the mind that I didn't understand or didn't comprehend at the time. Cause I guess my adrenaline was rushing, and I was just on that flight, you know, stuff. So I'm ready to bumble it up, you know, just to see, you know. And then I was thinking like, okay, God, I'm not that big of a sinner, you know. Just please forgive me. I don't want to go to hell, you know. That's all of that was going in my head. And when he got an X-ray, heart a little bit bigger. Nothing major. They even said it being a little bit bigger is not to a concern because they were like, I'm a big guy, but they were like, okay, cool. So they wheeling me back from the X-ray room back to my room that I was in to see the doctor. Soon as I get back to my room and get back in the bed, I was like I was talking about and that sound was me burping. It was a huge burp, like burp. And guess what? That pain went away. The doctor came in. She's laughing. She was like, Tristan. She was like, I heard from the nurse that you are nervous, but we see it was just gas. And I'm like, yeah. But you know what I also thought? I'm like, in my mind, like, okay, God, I see what you did. Hey, to me, it seemed like it was a sign of God. Be like, hey, bro, this is what could really happen if you don't get yourself straight. So that next week, I made a call, and I started my weight loss journey. That was simple. And I went into it with the mindset of, okay, Tristan, we're gonna give it all. Win, lose a fight, win, lose a fall, win, lose, I don't care. We're gonna try. Just try. And this time was the first time that I tried for myself. I didn't lose weight, try to lose weight to get a woman. I didn't lose weight to please somebody. I didn't lose weight to fit in a certain kind of clothes. I didn't lose weight to do. I lost weight because I felt like Tristan, wanted to. And I was glad that I had already started. I had been sessions with therapy at that time. So the therapist and my weight loss coach, they both helped me with this. And then of course my family and my friends, they were my support system. So it was like my first weigh-in after I started the program, and I saw I had lost 12 pounds, which is mostly with fluid. To me, I felt like I lost 100, because in my eyes, it's my first time ever doing something for myself on this magnitude where I had to commit myself. And I know that sounds strange, but if you think about a lot of stuff that we do we really do it for ourselves? Think about it. Like, literally sit there and think about it. We always have a person be suggest this, suggest that. How many times have you did something and you be like, okay, I'm doing it for me. That's the only reason why. Not to get to a size so you can fit in this dress or this suit, or you can look a certain way. That you actually do it for you. So once I did that, once I started my weight loss journey, I kept it a secret. And I suggest some people do too. When you keep it, like for the first 3 months, keep it a secret. Only let your circle, your little small circle, know. Don't let nobody else know. The reason why is because during this time is a transition. You're changing your mind, you're changing your body, you're changing your emotion, it's a lot of things changing that you don't need to be judged about from outside presence. You don't need that. So with me, it's just my immediate family. Like, all my family didn't even know. This is my immediate family and just my friends. And matter of fact, I kept mine a secret probably for, I want to say like probably at least 6 months. Only certain people knew. So of course rumors came. Hey, Tristan, I heard Tristan must be on that crack. Tristan must be on that heroin. I heard he was sick. I heard he got that stuff. He was messing around. I heard he got... The only stuff I had was cauliflower rice and vegetables. That's the only protein shake. That's it. But by me not telling folks, even when I heard those rumors, I didn't care because I didn't feel that outside pressure. I was able to still do it on my accord. So eventually I let it out and be like, hey, I'm on this weight loss journey. I joined this weight loss program. This all natural. This is how I'm doing it. And that's the gist of why I started my journey. It was really for me, honestly, to finally cut off a lot of stuff. Like, I had to get rid of a lot of stuff that was on my mental that I needed to get rid of. So, like, I needed to finally be like, okay, Tristan, we finna have a come to Jesus moment with ourselves. You are 6'3", 536 pounds. Do you honestly think, and believe it or not, I didn't, before I say this, the only issue I had was high blood pressure. And that was like slightly high. And that was mainly due to anxiety and depression. But I didn't have any other issues. So I had to come to Jesus and be like, Tristan, how long can that last? Let's just be honest. Like, and then it's like I wanted to be able to finally be me. Like, when I'm smaller like I am now, like, I'm really a goofy person. it's hard to be goofy when the laughs that you are laughing and the jokes you are saying is a mask because you didn't feel happy by yourself. You constantly judging yourself to other people based on how you look and how you feel. When you go to a restaurant with your friends, you gotta make sure they don't get a booth. So I'm going there early to get the table. People think I'm being courteous. I'm not being courteous. I'm just making sure that I'm doing stuff so I won't be embarrassed. So when I finally was able to do something that was for me, it took off. Boom. Like, I was losing when I first started. I lost my first 100 pounds. I felt probably like within 8 months, I lost my first 100 pounds or so. And I felt like, damn, I did it. You know, I'm doing it. And then I also be like, damn, because I have dated some girls, and I admit this probably was my ego a little bit. You know, we all got ego, not just men. Ego is a human thing, so we all got ego. And I admit I had like an ego moment. I like, yeah. I remember this one girl, well, not just one girl, but it's like two ladies that said, I will marry you, but you big. Man, I was like, okay, y'all. I admit, I use that as motivation. Use it like I'm going to the gym, I'm making sure my shakes is okay, and I'm like, yo. But at the end of the day, you learn stuff like that shouldn't be a motivation. Because at the end of the day, when I did lose that, like, it don't matter. Hey, because at the end of the day, I gotta be happy with it myself. So if I don't believe that I look good, I don't believe that I'm good enough for myself, it doesn't even matter if I lost all the weight or not. It really don't, because mentally I'm still stuck at when I was 536 pounds. So I say all of that to say is, when it comes to a weight loss journey, do it for you. Now, you can use your family and your friends and stuff for motivation. That is great. But make sure the main reason why you is on this journey is for you. And when you do it and you lose that weight, stunt. It's not arrogant, but show off your work. Like, you don't think when I'm dressing up, yeah, I'm gonna look good. Hell yeah. Because I put in that work. And for me, my motivation changed. Like, first it was just getting down, just want to, I told you my ego, I want to stunt on them. But then it got to a point where, like, shoot, man, I can get up and my back don't hurt. I can walk around this store and I'm not tired. I can have better, if you know what I'm talking about. But I use that as motivation because right now, my other motivation is clothes. I am 23 pounds from being under 300. So what I'm doing is buying clothes that are smaller, a smaller size than I am now, that will force me to get to that 300 pounds and maintain it. That's it. Like, you got to change your motivation. And also realize when it comes to weight loss, when you're on your journey, any loss is a win. And what I say that for, I know I clap my hand hard. There are two factors that most people don't realize when it comes to weight loss. You have the scale and you have the measuring tape. Sometimes you can win on the measuring tape, but you're not winning on the scale. That's just how it is when it comes to weight loss. So I don't care if I lost a pound or I lost some inches. It doesn't matter. If I'm losing, I'm winning. And that's how I try to tell people, if you're losing, you're winning when it comes to weight loss. So it don't matter. Because sometimes that scale will probably say I gained a pound, but when I get measured that same day, I lost an inch off my body. So that means that pound I gained probably is just fluid. But you know what? I'm going to take this inch that is off my body as a win. Win. Yeah. Fuck everything else. You got this. Just a little PS. You got it. Even when you think you don't got it, you got it. No, even with me, I had my ups and down days. Lost 200 some pounds, and I still have my days where I'm in my head. I'm stuck. Had my days where my depression and anxiety rise up. But you know what? I get up and try to go. I process it, go to my therapist, do whatever. I'm getting it. So you can do it too. Don't get stuck. Don't sell yourself short. You got this. You are beautiful. You are intelligent. And you losing that weight. And once you lose that weight and you get that dress or that suit that you want to wear, flaunt it. You put your work in. Get it. And again, comment, like, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Trust the process. I'll be back next week, Tristan, with my last fat homecoming. And keep it going.
Back at the start, when we were living with fairy tale heart.
Thank you so much for watching my video. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You are more than welcome to follow my other social media sites, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram at My Last Fat Homecoming. Again, I want to thank you and have a great day.